sophomore, the leading tackler for the Georgia football team. But Thomas shows what he can do in an open field.
2nd down and 8. The ball at midfield with 2 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the game. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Give it at DiBartola. And he muscles his way for almost 4 yards. They've got to go down to the Georgia just short of the 42 to get a first down. Going to need about 4, a little more than 4.
You can see that Pittsburgh is either tired or they're not in any hurry. They're just, well, they're taking the time out.
They have 1 left. 1 minute and 59 seconds to play in the ball game. The Panthers take time to talk. Georgia leads by 3, 20-17.
Georgia against Pitt in the '82 Sugar Bowl on Classic Sports Network.
Well, we are getting down to cases. 1 minute and 59 seconds to play in this Sugar Bowl game. The football is in between the hash marks, 46 and 47-yard lines of Georgia. They've got to go just near the 42 to get a first down. It is 3rd down and about 4. Marino's going to throw. He goes short over the middle, and Thomas didn't come up with it. You know why? Because I think the umpire obscured the vision.
You're exactly right. Watch it from the end zone. Thomas is breaking right over the middle. The umpire stepping up, watching the blocking. You can see the umpire's feet coming up. The ball obscured his vision, goes right through Thomas's hand.
It is 4th down and 4 for Pitt with 1:54 to play. Quarterback draw, Marino, first down. Called his own number.
Is that a gutty call? 4th down and, what was it, 3?
4.
4th and 4. Quarterback draw.
Well, Nebraska has now scored, and it's 22-15 in the 4th quarter in the Orange Bowl.
Georgia still got a chance.
They got 9 minutes to play in Miami. First down, Pittsburgh.
Dawkins had to come in close and get the audible.
He's looking at him. He goes short over the middle, and the ball is incomplete as he drilled Thomas on the numbers. He really threw it hard, and Bryan couldn't hang on to it and took a hard lick. Again, I want to tell you that Collins has not caught a pass today. The flanker, Dwight Collins, has not caught a single pass today.
I think we can explain that a little bit by the fact that Georgia is double teaming Collins on every down along with Dawkins, but Dawkins being the weak side split in, gets open a little more into the boundary.
See Thomas is shaken up, and there's the time remaining in the ball game. The score there on the left. It is 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh. The ball is near the Georgia 38. Thomas in this game has run the ball 26 times for 130 yards. He's caught 5 passes for 48 yards. And if I were voting, I'd vote him the MVP.
He's leaving the game because they want to conserve the timeout. If he saves the ball game, the timeout is charged against Pittsburgh. Going out of the game, substituting is charged against the officials.
And they only have 1 left. 2nd and 10. Georgia trying defensive bunch trying to gut it out here against dangerous Dan Marino. There's the screen set up for the fullback, DiBartola. Did he fumble it?
Yes, he did. Pitt got it back. Well, the Georgia defense is coming up much better this half and tackling the receivers on the short passes.
Collins covers the loose ball.
We can see right here, number 42, Fort knocks the ball out.
No, it's 27, Harris.
Then, that's right, 27. Fort had his arms around it. Harris, number 27.
3rd down and 4.5, close to 5. Short drop. Marino sets up now. He's looking for the man over the middle, and he can't get him. It's incomplete. Dawkins was trying to come back to help his quarterback, and he couldn't find his way through traffic.
And Fort, the linebacker closest to the line of scrimmage, deflected the ball, Keith, to prevent the completion.
Now there's your time. Georgia, the defensive kids have just
both their
played like the Dickens.
Golly.
I'll tell you right now, when you can come in here and play this much defense, and they have been on the field virtually the whole second half, 4th and 4.5. Could be the last play for him. Marino goes deep. Brown, touchdown! John Brown makes a great catch with 35 seconds to play. Jackie Sherrill trying to get them off the field so they won't be penalized.
They've already been penalized, Keith.
I guess they have.
Yeah, the pitcher's already thrown the
Who
flag.
cares?
That's
I don't blame him.
Tremendous throw and catch. Georgia went into the blitz, a full blitz, making the safety man and quarterback play man for man with only 35 seconds left on the clock. I know that Georgia wishes they had the defense back in there defended. But that's when we see it again, you're going to see Brown, who was a wide receiver, came to Pittsburgh weighing 185 pounds.
The extra point try is up and good. A 33-yard touchdown pass. Marino to Brown, and the Panthers have it 24-20 with 35 seconds to play, and here's the touchdown.
You can see the blitz. Marino drops very deep. He puts air on the ball, hangs it up. You can see Kelly, number 23, the safety man was beaten by the tight end Brown for the touchdown. Watch the blitz. Watch Marino plant that back foot and put air onto that ball and let Brown, the tight end, run under the ball for the touchdown before Harris can come back and try to help.
Give Brown full
Now
credit
you see
here, though,
Brown.
Frank, because he takes a heck of a hit just as the ball gets there.
You can see that Brown, he has good speed, 4.6 for a tight end. Makes a little fake, and he turns Kelly. He turns him around on the fake. Kelly, the safety man, number 23, his feet. There's the question of whether Harris, the right back, halfback, can come over and make the play. He can't, but he does hit Brown, but Brown holds over the ball for the touchdown. Golly, is that a fitting end to college football for the season?
On 4th down. And almost 5.
35 seconds left for the Bulldogs. 80 yards, 11 seconds to move 80 yards. Boy, Pittsburgh had a lot of points.
Georgia has 2 timeouts remaining now. Well, let's see what Schubert does with the kickoff. He's been knocking it pretty deep. We've got Norris and Walker deep. Give him a chance. He takes a pretty good bounce throw right to Carney Norris at the 6. And he's out for the 30.
Let's look at Brown. Watch. Remember, a tight end. Watch the move to the left. He makes a little move, and Kelly bites. He takes the fake. He has to turn around, and he loses the depth, and Brown gets in behind him for the touchdown.
So you've got 29 ticks remaining on the clock for Georgia. Ballou back. Pressure's on. Runs away from it. Gets it off over the middle. It is intercepted. It is picked off by Troy Hill. And that stops the clock at 17 seconds to play. And this 48 Sugar Bowl game should belong to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Just short of Georgia locking it up on a 4th down and 4.5. Marino Marino goes 33 yards down the middle to his tight end. The point is good. And Georgia's hopes for repeating as national champions have just gone a glimmering.
Keith, it's been a well-played football game, except for a few penalties because of the noise level in the dome here. Marino showed great poise. Pittsburgh's offense felt they could score, and they did. Georgia defense held out the very last before the bomb hit them when they jumped into man-to-man coverage and tried to blitz Marino on 4th and 4.
Marino is one completion short of the Sugar Bowl record.
Keith,
26 out of 41.
I want to mention one thing. 62 of the 67 Pittsburgh players listed on the roster will be back next year.
Including Marino.
Including Dan Marino, all of the receivers.
Penalty flag thrown here as the clock stops at 13 seconds to play. Pitt's just trying to run it out, and Jack is trying to keep his troops off the field here so they don't get flagged themselves. Procedure against Pittsburgh. I know one thing. They've set an all-time Sugar Bowl record for procedure calls.
Oh, me. I don't know what you can do about the crowd noise, Keith. I really don't. All the coaches that have played in any dome in the United States complain about it.
Well, I think the problem in
illegal formation, offense.
Part of the problem comes when you are a team like Pitt where you line up so spread out.
If the wide receivers move, what Keith's talking about, the wide receivers move outside close to the boundary. When the ball's on one hash mark, the receiver is about 40 yards to the left of the center.
So what this amounts to is what we're saying is Pittsburgh survives 14 penalty flags, and they win the football game as the clock runs out by a score of 24-20, and Jackie Sherrill is getting the ride. Now, if we can find our partner Bill Fleming in that melee, I'm sure he's going to talk to a very happy Jackie Sherrill.
It's awful hard to get in here because Sal Sunseri is giving Jackie the biggest hug he ever had in his life. Jackie, turn over here for a second. Oh, wait a minute. He wants to see Coach Dooley. He wants to see Coach Dooley for a minute. Here they are. Take it out there, please. Jack, I know the emotion that must be in your heart in winning this one, probably the biggest victory in your career.
There's no question about it. You know, all year long we got better and got better, and then we certainly, I think, when we had a disappointing loss against Penn State, everybody had to reach back and get them. You know, like I said, you know, our players are winners. They've been winners. Some of our players only lost one game. Some only lost 3. Some of them only lost 2. And it took, even when they got down today, they still had to come back up, stay there, and keep coming back, and they did. They never quit. And they're really a great football team.
How about that last play, that heart thumper in the end zone?
Well, you got to give Danny and certainly John Brown credit on that play. Danny knew that he had one play left, so he went back 13, 14 yards on the snap instead of regular 9 yards, and he read the field, and he just hit John, and John did a great job.
Boy, I can tell you they're tearing Pittsburgh apart right now.
Well, I hope they are. And, you know, you got to give the players credit because, you know, we got tired. They still kept there. But they did a great job.
Congratulations to your team.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's it, a stirring victory for the Panthers, 24-20 in New Orleans, where it is pandemonium. Pittsburgh has defeated number 2 Georgia.
Despite the powerful presence of Marino,